Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I had a Memorial Day pool party. I went to a Memorial Day pool party yesterday, and we had a good time, and I got a late start today. You know how it is. So, you'll find it interesting that all of my friends think the fact that I'm the digital asset investor and all this stuff, they find it absolutely hilarious and give me a hard time about it. They don't. What you don't realize sometimes when you're in this social media thing and on Twitter is that we're in our own little universe here. It's a group of people from around the world that have found something that they have in common, and we all sit here and talk about it. And I think we all get swallowed by it at times, but the outside world has no clue what's going on in here. And for me, that's good for me and you. That tells me that we are so freaking early, it's not even funny, even now. Okay, link to expand your business globally with Ripple. They've got Ripple shares on the platform. That's very important for you to know when you watch this video. And it's also important to know they're my sponsor, and you have to be an accredited investor. And the link's in the top of the description, okay? But wait till you see all of this. First thing, XRP has been on the move, folks. We've hit 50 cents. Let's see what it's done in the last 24 hours. It's been as high as 50 cents. It's sitting right at 50 cents right now. So things are cooking. Now, I always said, folks, that I thought that XRP would start moving ahead of the case being over, assuming that the rumors that were going on would be good rumors for XRP, a favorable type outcome. So I want to show you what I think many have missed that's happened over the course of the last. Look at your top digital asset. Let's look at the top 7 here. This is over 7 days. Look at XRP, 8.4%. Then look at 30 days versus all those others, 7.36%. Then look at the quarter, 32.49%. Then look for the year, 19.73%, while everything else is in the red. Are you seeing a pattern here, folks? I believe we're seeing a pattern. I believe that look, my gut tells me that, I used to say, oh, okay, those Hinman emails, they come out, this thing's going to settle. And over time, my thoughts kind of evolved, and I kind of listened to what John Deaton was saying, and I was like, okay, well, maybe those aren't going to trigger something. But the more I see, I start to wonder here here's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if the SEC and Ripple, and this is just me purely wondering. I have no idea, haven't heard anything. I'm wondering if there was some kind of a conversation that's like, okay, here's the deal. If the judge agrees that if she says she's going to make us release those emails, then we'll work something out or something. That's what I'm feeling, because it's like the second that she ruled that those emails were put in motion is when Ripple went in motion doing things. And I will show you what I'm talking about. But first, I want to show you what Dark Defender says about that 50 cent. He says, looking forward for first 53.5314. If this is broken, XRP will be clearly targeting $1.33, one step at a time. We shall see. For the first time ever, I did one of those circle things where you can see who your circle of influence is on Twitter. Look at mine, and Rockstar. We got the lead singer of Alice in Chains right there, William Duvall. How about them apples? We got Brad Garlinghouse. We got the official cool guy. We got John Deaton. We got Ripple. We got Eleanor Terrett. We got the official cowboy of the Digital Asset Investor channel. And one that I didn't see coming, we've got CoinDesk. And I don't know if these circles, I don't know if that means these people are watching you or you're watching them. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there knows. There's Stuart Alderati lingering. And then I think that's Zero Hedge. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know if I'm watching Zero Hedge or they're watching me. But that's a picture of Tyler Durden from Fight Club. Brad Pitt's. He was that character. Anyway, moving along. Okay, so here's my thoughts. This is something I couldn't remember if everybody missed from XRP Las Vegas, and it's important to what I'm going to tell you today. You got to understand, this Jack McDonald from PolySign is one of those guys that's just extremely measured in what he says. So when I heard him say this was I've got a list of about 10 reasons that I think that this case is over and that Ripple is heading towards IPO, beginning the early stages right now. I got about 10 reasons. One out of the 10 is what he says here, because this comment was uncharacteristic of Jack McDonald. Jack McDonald doesn't go out on limbs.
So you're saying there's a chance? All right, next question.
What I'm saying is that you all, like me, who own XRP, are going to benefit when this suit gets ruled in Ripple's favor, and then...
Hell yeah! PolySign! All right.
So now you got Brad Garlinghouse saying we're going to win, and you got the PolySign CEO saying we're going to win, okay? That's two. That's two major CEOs saying we are going to win. I'll just put how about we win or some variation thereof on this thumbnail. Okay, but that's not it, folks. I got a whole list. And two of the things on my list are things that I've heard behind the scenes that I can't talk about, okay? And I don't have inside sources, folks, but I have heard things from people that would know that lead me in this direction. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on that. And I said, I think the Ripple case is over, and I think Brad Garlinghouse can't say anything but is dying to be able to. I think likes and retweets are as far as he can go for now. Timing is everything. And there's always the occasional jerks that come on here and oh, you think Brad Garlinghouse is paying attention to you guys? Well, yeah, I do. I think that the XRP army changed the game, was a big part of changing the entire game for Ripple in this case. And so, yeah, sorry, I do think that Brad Garlinghouse, and I don't have to think. Look at my circle, folks, and this is not me being arrogant. Look at my circle. We have been doing this. We've been in these trenches for myself, I've been in the trenches for 5 years now, folks. 2 to 3 videos a day, every day, because I believe in this thing, okay? Why wouldn't they pay attention? They know that we're freaking, look, face it, we're experts out here. We know pretty much everything there is to know about this company because it's been our passion for all these years. And that's not being cocky. That's just saying, look, it's what we've been doing. Brad Garlinghouse isn't showing up to XRP Las Vegas because he's not paying attention. This guy, not only is he a good guy, he knows the impact the XRP army has had, not just on this case, but on the world, folks. Now, so I wanted to make a point here. And Stefan Huber, Mr. Huber, that is, he made the point in this tweet. This is from May 19th. At May 19th, and Brad Garlinghouse retweeted it. He says, LOL, do you realize that what Ripple did within just the last 72 hours since Torres issued her order on the Hinman emails? They acquired Medico, launched a CBDC platform, and hired an ex-Amazon CFO. Looking forward to next week. Now, they didn't hire a new CFO, but they hired a guy to their board of directors that was an Amazon CFO. Might be a pretty darn good consultant hire for your board, right? Well, So I just went and typed in, what do CEOs do before IPO? 16 things CEOs do before IPO. Number one, numero uno, have a great CFO in place, or maybe hire one for your board to have them in place to consult on the way up to the IPO. And then, and it was him, the official cowboy has put this out. The guy that they got on their board is Warren Jensen. Excited to announce I'm joining Ripple Board of Directors. He says as new chair of the Audit Committee. He's the new chair of the Audit Committee, and we're talking about the rumors or Trumors, one of them, of IPO. Game changer for crypto, and Ripple's been a game changer for crypto, more broadly whole financial services. The news this week alone has been incredibly inspiring. And then there's this, I said XRP case ends, then IPO. So after those, and remember folks, it wasn't just that. Once once the judge ruled that they were going to be released, Ripple hires this guy, announces the CBDC platform, then acquires Medico. So the question is, okay, I could be wrong, but if I'm right, and because when they released, one thing that I really caught my attention was Monica Long bringing up the Hinman emails, because Monica Long is normally sticks to the script a little more. Brad Garlinghouse sometimes goes out on a bit of a limb and he'll say something like, "Yeah, the Hinman emails are gonna shock you." Monica Long usually sticks more to the script, is what I've noticed. But the second she was asked about the case, she immediately went to the Hinman emails. So then, right after the judge rules that the Hinman emails will be released, you get this. They acquire Medico, okay? $250 million. First thing is, if I'm just thinking out loud here, if I'm I don't know what my potential nut might be in having to stroke a check to the SEC. I'm sitting on $1 billion in cash, which Ripple has said before. Am I going to let $250 million go? So now I only have $750 million. Just if I have any unknowns financially, am I going to let 1/4 of my stash go if I don't know what I'm dealing with the SEC? Or do I let it go if I already know? That's part of my thought pattern too. Okay, but then look at this. So they've acquired it, and so I was like, well, wonder what, if you looked it up, what it says about companies pre-IPO acquisitions, or their advantages to it. Well, there are. Turns out, market consolidation, market share. You reduce competition, broaden your service offerings. Fundraising maximization, if you were trying to get your price up, okay? Competitive advantage. Another benefit of pre-IPO acquisitions is privacy. Information regarding pre-IPO acquisitions can be kept confidential until the roadshow. As private entities, pre-IPO companies do not have to make the same disclosures. So there's a whole list of advantages, which is why my antenna is up on that. Then Medico tweeted this out. They tweeted out that they've been Digital Asset Initiative of the Year at last week's Global Custodians Leadership. I need to follow them. Then we got this fund. Check this out from ISO 222. This is back June 22nd, 2022. Citi partners with Medico to develop institutional digital asset custody capabilities. How about them apples? And then we've got this. Look at this from Mr. Huber and John Deaton. Mr. Huber tweets this. For the past 2.5 years, Bill Hinman has been globally accused of bribery and corruption. His face and emails joking about ethics scattered all over the internet. His name coming up at every congressional SEC hearing. He is likely receiving threats and visits to his home, yet unlike Clayton, who did it several times, Hinman has not even tried to refute any of the corruption allegations, not once. Then John Deaton says, here's what I can practically guarantee. If Hinman's speech had been screened, cleared or approved by the SEC, the ethics office, he would have heard about it we would have heard about it long ago. Being able to say the ethics office, the ethics chief cleared my speech would act as a proverbial get out of jail free card. And here's the chart. John's showing it to you. This is the ethics council. These are the people that received copies of the speech, and this is what we're talking about. And my point in showing you this, after talking about how I think it's over, is that there's a lot on the line, folks. There's a lot on the line. And when there's a lot on the line, a lot of times, that's what you call being in a bargaining position. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not. And the reason I say that is because if all those things are true, and if Hinman did do things that were not legal, why did he do them? Why did he give the speech? That's the question. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family that I do believe this thing's over. And maybe I'll be proven wrong, and that's okay. But I'm going to tell you what I think.